Hello everyone, welcome to Inquisitive Mind. I'm going to narrate a story, Why Buddha Sent a Monk to a Prostitute. Gautama and his disciples were constantly moving from village to village and from town to town. Wherever he went, he had at least 2,000 to 3,000 monks with him. These were all people who beg for their food and eat. India is a culture where if a spiritual person comes to your door and asks for food, even if your own children have not eaten, you must first give it to him. When people were like this, every time he entered a town with 2,000 to 3,000 monks, suddenly there would be a pressure on the villagers. So he made a rule that they should never stay in any place for more than 3 days so as to not burden the people. Only during the monsoons it would be very difficult to travel by foot through the jungles because the northern and eastern part of the Indian subcontinent receives heavy rains. Walking through the jungles would have been treacherous and many would have lost their lives. Therefore, this was a time when they stayed in a larger town and spread across many homes. During the day, the monks went out for alms. Ananda Tirtha encountered a courtesan. She gave him alms, looked at him, a tall and handsome young man, and said, "I heard that monks are looking for shelter. Why don't you come and stay in my house?" Ananda Tirtha said, "I must ask the Buddha as to where I should stay." She became really taunting. "Oh, you want to ask your guru? Go and ask him. Let's see what he says." Ananda went back to Gautama and put what he collected at his feet. Everyone was supposed to find food and shelter wherever they go. So Ananda asked, "This lady is inviting me. Can I stay there?" Gautama said, "If she is inviting you, you must go and stay there." Upon hearing that, the townspeople who were around were up in arms. They said, "What? A monk is going to stay at a prostitute's home? This is it? This spiritual process has become corrupt." Gautama looked at them and said, "Why are you so worried? The lady is inviting him. Let him stay there. What is the problem?" People started to get up. He said, "Wait, I am on this path because I see that this is the most precious and powerful way to live. Now you are telling me that her ways are more powerful than mine? If that was the truth, I should go and join her. As a true seeker, that is how it should be. If you find something much higher, you should go for that." People were in high dudgeon, and of course many left. Ananda went and stayed with her. Because of the rains, it got cold, only wearing a thin robe. So she gave him a nice silk wrap. He covered himself with it. When people saw this, they took it as evidence that he was going astray. She cooked nice food for him. He ate. In the evening, she danced for him. He sat watching with utmost attention. When people heard the music, they thought he had fallen. Time passed. When the rains stopped and it was time to move on, Ananda came to Gautama with a female monk. This is the power of being on the path of truth.